So, dead easy. So these can be used to connect things together, okay? But have a think first about what would you like your device to sense or do? What would you like it to do?
Technology needs not to be complex, it needs to be revealed and understood. So the approach we took with Clasp was to deconstruct the technology in components, in ingredients, the people that can mix and match together, making technology as something as accessible to people as baking, and then there's a personal recipe of what technology can be.
It's an emotion detector, so like this bit would be in your ear here, and then this wristband would change colour to determine what your emotion was. So let's say if you were angry or something, it might turn red, or if you were sad, it might turn blue.
So what we were interested in exploring with this project is the difference between one-size-fits-all technology and something more democratic and more open.
And really allow people to customise their own devices and tools and technologies to really help them to understand how that technology is working and how the data that is captured is used.
In this project, we work particularly with a group of people with autism. People with autism often suffer with anxiety, and we strove to address this by bringing anxiety management into the devices that we help them develop.
One of the ideas we came up with was to digitise the kind of things that people use when they get anxious. So squeeze balls or stretchy wristbands, and start a conversation about that anxiety.
What we learned here is the type of interaction we can make, because in the past we mainly thought, okay, what can we sense of our body with these devices? And today we're more focused on how can we interact with these devices actively and not just passively? And we see way more than 30 interactions, and each of us have picked the one that is more interesting. It's not just passive sensing, but it's also active interaction.
This is one of the prototypes we made, which is called Snap. At its core is a 3D printed framework for which the user can make changes if they wish. There's a microcontroller with Bluetooth Low Energy for communications. And onto this you can snap your choice of wristband. And when that wristband is stretched, the microcontroller records a timestamp when that was. So at the end of each week, the user can review a visualization and they can see the times at which they were using the device, and hopefully that will help them to understand the build-up to anxiety and the triggers to anxiety. We wanted to explore about how we can make that more aesthetically pleasing and more functional. Where we're going next is to really put the technology design process back into the hands of our users.
I think what this produces is a very powerful set of modular components that people can put together in their own way, and they can have fun with it, and they can really adapt it to their own wants and needs, whether that be material or the type of sensors it might use or monitor.
Technology is very complex, but it's part of our daily life. It's like eating, and we put care, or we should put care in what we eat. So we should put the same care in the technology we make.
This approach excites me because I think it's the way that we'll have to do things more in the future as we face more and more challenging problems, not just about wearables, but about technology in a broader context.